Hello, grumpy old fart here. Still fighting that cold, so bear with my voice. I did a video a while back about the Navy, and they admitted that some UFO footage they took was real. So what I'm trying to do now is expand on that a little bit because the situation has changed. When the Navy admitted that their UFO footage was real, they changed the dynamic of the questions that we can now ask, because there have been UFO incidents throughout history, especially recent history, in the last 100 years or whatever, and people were stigmatized. They were accused of being crazy or drunk or drug addicts or whatever, and a lot of them face some serious problems. Loss of career, pilots have lost flight status, that kind of thing. So, all that being said, I made a comment the other day that I found out that the Navy had put out the story that the UFO footage was genuine, it was real, and my wife said something to the effect of, "Oh my God, are we being invaded?" You know what? That's actually not a bad question, because there are times in history, in within the last 100 years, where that actually is plausible. I did a video earlier on the Kelly, Kentucky invasion of 1955, where a family had an all-night gun battle with aliens, or what they perceived to be aliens, at least. I don't know if it was real or not, but go check out the video. You'll see what I mean. The family was scared. To them, it was real. Okay. Now, I did a little research. There's another place where aliens were attacking people, and this isn't a small isolated incident. In Brazil, 1977. No, yeah, we know, but look, the United States makes a small part of this whole world. Okay, UFOs are everywhere. Every country on the planet is reporting them. Okay, pay attention to this one. The island Colares in Brazil, populated primarily by poor farmers and fishermen. Okay, it's a low, it's not a rich area. However, over 80 people were attacked by lights from the sky. These lights would come down and they would cause some serious illnesses. Bright light penetrated the roofs of houses, things like that. These lights wounded the people. They caused paralysis, perforation marks on their skin. It felt like the light was sucking their blood. This is the report. And they had burns of an unusual nature, many of them radiation burns. So this was a serious incident. Over 80 people were attacked. 2 women died. One woman went into cardiac arrest, and another one was stiff as a board. They had to put her sideways in the car to get her to the hospital, and she died. They both died. Both of those women died. So this is a serious thing. All right. Men were lighting bonfires on the beach to stand guard. It was a wartime footing. People lit fires and stood on the beaches and guarded in England as well during World War II. Think about it. The locals were scared. The local doctor initially thought it was just mass hallucinations, but after investigating further, she determined. She determined that something was actually affecting these people. She saw a UFO herself. As a matter of fact, it was a cylindrical object, and it was affecting a person as she watched. So, again, this was a serious incident. Okay, the military came to investigate. excuse me, they told the doctor in a 6 a.m. visit that it was all mass hysteria. She refused to believe it. They talked to residents and they did some serious investigation. They had no weapons, lots of cameras, and they made lots of sketches. But the investigation was terminated very abruptly because, well, nobody knows why. However, over 20 years later, the commander of the military people on site gave an interview, a 2-day interview, to some very well-respected journalists in the area and in the country, and they were investigating this phenomena. So this guy came forward more than 20 years later. Okay, he said that there were 3 encounters with UFOs that he witnessed, and he was visited by a humanoid from one of these UFOs. This was his testimony. Okay. It said it hugged him and spoke in Portuguese. This alien apparently implanted an object in his arm. And shortly after making this video, or this interview rather, the military commander committed suicide. Now, again, none of that can be verified as far as we're just going by his word. But if he committed suicide afterwards, there was some serious emotional trauma there as far as that guy goes, on his part. If he wasn't committed suicide, if it wasn't a suicide, it's possible that somebody wanted to shut this guy up. Now, I'm not saying one way or the other what did or didn't happen. I can't tell you exactly what did or didn't happen. I wasn't there. However, people who knew the guy said he would never commit suicide. Other people who knew the guy said he had, emotional issues. Again, we don't know. But the fact that there's physical evidence, people were attacked, documented physical evidence. 2 women died as a direct result of these attacks. Okay? It's not a crazy thought to say, gee, are they there to protect us from the aliens? Trump Space Force, that is. If Trump launches a Space Force, the Navy admits these UFOs are real, is there a connection? We don't know. I'm going to start looking into Donald Trump's Space Force that he just launched, and I'll try to do a video on that in the future. But this particular situation right here tells me that at least one government of the world is aware of these UFOs. They're aware of the danger these UFOs possess. And it may not be that these UFOs were trying to hurt people. They may have just been doing some scientific inquiry, studying us, as it were. But the fact that people are injured and 2 people died in this incident, in this situation here, says that they're dangerous, whether they mean to be or not. So that being said, watch the skies, because you never know. You folks have a good day. God bless one and all.